Hi, my name is Art Lane. I'm a 71-year-old CKD patient now. Prior to being referred to a nephrologist, I had talked with my primary care physician about my worsening kidney function, but there certainly wasn't any sense of urgency about my numbers. By June of 2018, however, that changed when my creatinine levels had risen to 1.97 and my EGFR had dropped to 34. My first nephrologist confirmed that I had moderate stage 3B kidney disease. I was told that CKD is not likely to be reversible. He stated also that dialysis would definitely be figuring into my future. So that was essentially my wake-up call. This began my research on CKD, and this is how I stumbled across Lee Hull's book, Stopping Kidney Disease. I read through his advice, but I didn't act on it immediately because I was in the process of finding a replacement nephrologist. However, in May of 2019, I met with my new nephrologist, and my lab showed a huge creatinine increase up to 2.26 and an EGFR 28. So clearly something had to be done. I met with my nephrologist and simply told him that I was going to be taking Albutrix, explaining that it was a low nitrogen plant-based protein supplement and that based upon my eroding kidney function, I had nothing to lose. Well, the very next day I began taking Albutrix, and I've largely eliminated animal protein from my diet. So after just 70 days of taking Albutrix as a dietary supplement, my blood labs showed that my creatinine levels had dropped to 1.75 and my EGFR rose to 39. A week later, I went back to my nephrologist's office and had his labs done, and they showed that my creatinine level had increased a bit to 1.89 and my EGFR was at 35. But that, I think, might be due to the fact that for the first set of labs, I fasted and I hydrated a bit. Nevertheless, even if I take an average of those two tests, it shows that I've got an 18% of improvement to my creatinine and a 27% improvement in my EGFR in those 70 days. In other words, my EGFR improved in just over 2 months to where it was almost 2 years ago. For an irreversible disease, this improvement is nothing short of miraculous. I maintain a total daily targeted goal of 56 to 62 grams of total protein each day, but that's typically comprised of around 28 to 32 grams of dietary protein and 28 to 32 grams of Albutrix. I eat less acidic food. And because of that, I don't suffer from acid reflux like I used to. Of all the information that Lee provided in his book, I found the explanation of how Albutrix gives my kidneys the extra margin that's needed for relief. And for me, this was the aha moment. There are also food summary charts in his book that help me identify what inflammatory foods I should avoid. Well, jumping into a low protein diet certainly isn't easy. Throughout this journey, I keep reminding myself of the alternative, and for me, dialysis just isn't an option. There's no choice but to persevere. I found that you've got to be your own advocate. Do your own research. I would highly recommend reading Lee's book, Stopping Kidney Disease, and other medical papers that are available online. If they are willing have a heart-to-heart discussion with your primary care physician and your nephrologist about what you found and the direction that you'd like to take. Draw your own conclusions, act on those choices, and stick with it.